So you did DMT before your meet and greets?
Oh, wow, yeah.
We gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
That's on my bucket list. I'm just a little bit scared, but
no, you gotta try DMT. It's cool. I first tried DMT when I was on probation in Montana, and I was living with like sort of like a commune out there, and I don't know, our landlord was just making DMT casually, and I couldn't do any drugs. I was getting drug tested, but
so that one doesn't show up.
DMT doesn't show up,
Oh,
so I was like, "Fuck it, like let's get it."
Yo.
It's not like I'm a fiend, but I was like, man, I always wanted to try this. I saw some documentary about how it changes your life. I was like, you know me, I'm like, let's get it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I kind of got. I mean, DMT is crazy. I recommend everyone try it if you feel like you can handle it. But then, yeah, I'm on tour. Like we bought some in Seattle and ended up with just like a lot. And I don't know. I felt like I had to get rid of it, but it kind of became like a ritual where I would like rip DMT before meet and greet. It was like I always meditate before a show.
Oh, I love that.
I meditate, get relaxed, and then I just added in the DMT because the meet and greet's right beforehand. So I meditate, hit the DMT real quick, trip out a little bit, and then go meet people. Because it lasts like 15 minutes, so it's like by the time I'm talking to folks, it's kind of like just wearing off. But it was like a good little sort of tradition. My room on the tour bus would just smell like fucking tennis balls, like burnt plastic the whole time because DMT has this weird smell to it.
Right. You smoke it?
Yeah, you smoke it. A lot of people, some people have pens, but I like had like the actual like crystals, and I would just put it into this ratchet little bong thing and rape it back there. And like, dude, it was just funny because people would like need me for something, and they'd like come back, and I'd be like in my bed, just like, yo, hold up, bro, I need a moment real quick, or I'd like try to get girls to try it. And people, I think almost only been one time ever that I made someone try it. I mean, got someone to try it and they didn't fuck with it. It's almost always like people get really hyped on it and try to acquire it. Yeah.
Is there a certain trip that you were like that just enlightened your like mind on something about yourself, or like?
It's like people say that like it's like life changing and you like learn new things, and like I wouldn't say that, but I definitely every time I do it, it's like you come out and you're like, damn, like my brain is capable of some wild shit. You know, it's like, damn, like my brain is capable of doing a lot more than I thought. And like, I want to like access that. I've had some pretty like weird, wild trips that like, I've talked about them on like interviews and shit, but I don't know. There's some kind of special about it. I guess one like just kind of almost cute thing was there was one time where me and my homie were tripping in Montana. We did at the same time. It was like me and my boy Preston and like 3 girls, and we all hit it. All had like a crazy little trip. Like when you really hit it hard enough is when you like blast off and like you basically fall asleep and have like a crazy dream. And we both woke up at the same time. All these girls were still passed out, and I was like, bro, like, we like basically like jinxed it. We're like called each other at the same time. Like, damn, I just went to a fucking mariachi club, and we said the same words. And it was like, yo, we just had the same dream. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you think someone's having the same dream as you, and I like was having a dream that I was at some club where it was like everyone was dressed up like a mariachi band and everyone was turned as fuck, and it was crazy and trippy. And he said the same thing, and I was like, bro, what colors did you see? He was like green and orange. I was like, man, green, orange. Like it was just weird that we had the same trip.
Yeah.
And I can't explain that, but I was just like, man, there's some weird connection it mixed with people.
That's wild.
So that was cool.
Yeah, that's some universe shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So was getting signed always the goal for you? Like, or?
I didn't really know. Honestly, like when I did get signed, or when my shit was blowing up really fast, I didn't know really anything about the music industry because I mean, there's not a lot of artists from where I'm from, and I mean, I had lived in Rochester, Minneapolis, Madison, Milwaukee, all those cities. There's like only a few artists that have come out of there. So I was like, I didn't really have an experience, and the people that I met kind of convinced me that I had to sign. But at the same time, I kind of had like a cult fan base. So I was like, not sure. I did it, and it's worked out like really dope for me. But a lot of my fans are like cult, like hardcore, organic people that are like, find one song off the internet and then just keep going.
That's
so it's like, you know, like with more mainstream style music, like you need a label to get you in front of everybody, but like my shit kind of grows naturally on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
my label has helped me with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So mad love to them. But,
Yeah. Hell yeah. So we definitely want to talk about One Thought, Two Thought, Red Thought, Blue Thought.
All right. Let's hear it.
Well, first of all, that's your second song to go platinum. Mr. Clean went platinum.
Mm-hmm.
How did that feel? Because people wait their whole lives for that.
Yeah, that was wild. I just didn't really know. I mean, those the main, like, when I think about that song, I think of it as like people at one point kind of were like, oh, one hit wonder, you know, because Mr. Clean was big.
Yeah.
And then I dropped One Thought, Two Thought like a year later, and then that one blew up and went platinum. Now I got like, well, 6 gold records and a couple that are close to platinum. So it's like, all right, you know, six, you know.
You can retire now.
6
No, just kidding.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that one, I think that was one of my favorite songs because like I have a really positive association with it.
The story's crazy.
Because
wrote in 30 minutes.
It was wrote in 30 minutes, and the moment that I figured out, I was on the phone with my PO, and she said like, "Yo, you're good. You passed. You're off probation." And I was like, "Can I do drugs now?" And she said, "Yeah." I didn't go and do a bunch of drugs, but that was just like a quote I remember. I was like, "Can I do drugs now?" She was like, "I can't tell you no." So I was like, "Word."
She said that?
I was like, "I'm a free person now." And I was in Montana. She was in Georgia. I was like, "Can't touch me." So I just got hyped out. I think I went to like the gym. I got off, went to the gym for like 10 minutes, worked out super hard, and then I went to the studio.
For 10 minutes?
10 minutes. Just went in that bitch, just pumped everything because I was so hyped. And then I went to the fucking studio and just went crazy. Wrote that shit in 30 minutes. I mean, it's a pretty simple song. It's like 2 minutes. It's got one verse, but it came out like perfectly. And it was a video. It was a beat that I found on YouTube.
Wow.
I ended up meeting the producer, and we're tight now. And it's all official, so no one's getting finessed. But I love that song. Still perform it at every show.
Yeah, how did you come up with that?
I don't know. I think when I was writing it, it was just like, man, like dun, 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 the flow kind of came to me, and then I was like, yeah, let's get poetic with it. Let's do a little nursery rhyme. And then 1 thought, 2 thought, red. I don't know if I've quoted Dr. Seuss at any other point, but like I've definitely like people will like throw Dr. Seuss books on stage.
No way.
It's happened like 3 or 4 times, and like usually I'll read it. I'll like take a seat and read it to the crowd.
That's adorable.
One time my mom was at the show, and someone threw a book up, and I convinced her to like read it. So like I sat in a chair, and she like read me the.
Aww.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
That's adorable. How proud is mom?
She's hyped. My mom's super cool. She listens to my music all the time. Will always send me like links of things before I even see them.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's come to probably like 10 shows, maybe 15.
That's adorable.
And she's like, I don't know, she's super real. Whenever I go back home, we'll just like gang out. I'll have the homies over. I made a song about it, party at my mama's house. Yeah, you know, we have a good time.
How does she feel about the songs about the MILFs?
She basically just tells me not to fuck with her friends. I respect that. I'm chilling.
Yo.
Yeah, which I get. You know what I'm saying? But she respects it. She thinks it's cool.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.